Hey everyone, Nancy here. I just finished making the the brownie that I found from that one video, and I I couldn't help myself, guys. I had to take a tiny little piece just after I took it out of the oven, and it tastes really good. The only thing is that it's not as sugary as what a brownie should be, but because I don't want to over sugar myself, this is why I find that it's the sugar is a little bit on the bland side, but you can still taste the sugar. So if you want to put more sugar because you like very sweet things. I like very sweet things, but you know, it's not good to go overboard, right? So that's why I like to cook with as least less sugar as possible. And but without, you know, really sacrificing the flavor and the taste, right? So anyway, so it came out really good. It's really delicious. Okay, this is really good. So now I'm going to figure out. Well, I'm going to learn or find of another way to make the icing because, as I mentioned in my other video, I made an icing that I found from this one video, which in the beginning it didn't turn out so good, but then I acquired a taste for it. But I would like to find another way to make icing that doesn't require like a ton of ingredients. Okay, so yes, I'm going to have the link for the icing that I made, and also the cake for that I made for that icing. Okay, I'm going to have those links in the description box for you. So okay, so I'm going to remove the cake from the pan now, and it's still hot. And by the way, it's only supposed to the brownie was only supposed to be in the oven for between 30 to 35 minutes, according to what the recipe called for. And I came back in here kind of late. It was 40 minutes, but it still came out really good. Okay, so here we go. It's really hot. You see the paper, oh, this is not, it's not parchment paper, it's wax paper. What I do is I leave like pieces, you know, the edges of the paper. I don't cut it. I fold it like this. I fold it and then I leave it in there. Like I just leave it in there. I fold it and then I leave it in there so that when I'm finished baking, it's easy for me to just lift the cake, right? So you see, it's easy to lift the cake. Oops. Anyway. There you go. Well, actually, I have to let it cool off, I guess, right? I have to let it cool. And yeah, so there you go. There's the brownie that I made only using cocoa powder and no chocolate. So if anybody is desperate to make brownies and you don't have any chocolate, just get into your cupboard and take out your cocoa. The recipe calls for unsweetened cocoa, and I use unsweetened Dutch processed cocoa. But if you don't have any unsweetened cocoa, whether it's Dutch processed or not, I think you can still get away with making the brownie with sweetened cocoa, but then you have to adjust the sugar. I don't know if you're even going to need sugar. I don't know, because the cocoa is sweet. I don't know. I'm going to look for you. I'm going to look for a video for you so that you can make, like, I'm gonna do some searching around to see if I can find a recipe where you can make a brownie that calls for sweetened cocoa and you don't need to use any sugar. There should be something out there. There should be. I mean, of course there is. There has to be. You can you know, adjust recipes according to your needs, right? So anyway, yes, right over here is where I took the little piece with a knife because it was so hot. Well, I'm not going to use my fingers, of course. Okay, and I guess that's it. I don't know what else to do. There's nothing else to do. And the brownie came out a chocolate cover, a chocolate color. It didn't come out like that dark, you know, like dark chocolate, you know, the dark chocolate that is very unsweet, that doesn't have any sugar. That's because I only used a quarter. How much did I use? Let me see. Where is it? Okay, so the recipe calls for 1 cup and 1 2/3 cup of cocoa, which is a crazy amount. So I just used 1/4 cup, and I find that it's enough. That really is enough. This is enough. If you want the darker look, you can use more, but that's enough. Like the chocolate is so concentrated in Dutch processed cocoa that 1/4 cup of cocoa is enough. And I think I may have mentioned in the other video before this one that I used 1 cup of flour. No, if I said 1 cup of flour, I think I said 1 cup and 1/4. The recipe calls for 1 cup, but I used a little bit more, and I think I said one cup and a quarter. What I meant was 1 cup and 3/4 of flour. Yes, I didn't use 1 cup and a quarter. I used 1 cup and 3/4 of flour, and I'm glad that I did, because I would not have had that much if I only used 1 cup. Okay guys, so if you're going to try this out, let me know how it worked out for you, and if you're going to film it, then film it and post it to my Facebook page if you're watching on Facebook, okay? And if you are watching on YouTube, let me know how it turned out for you, and don't forget to click subscribe, and after you click subscribe, make sure you click the bell, because you will be notified for each time that I upload a video. If you don't click the bell, you will not be notified for each time whenever I upload a video. That goes for every channel, guys. If you go to anybody's channel, if you just click subscribe, you're only going to be notified occasionally for whenever they upload a video. If you click on the bell, each time they upload a video, you're going to be notified. So make sure that you click the bell. If you like this video, then click subscribe and then click the bell. Okay guys, I love you. Ciao, ciao.